Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode we have still been mostly at peace, or I think entirely at peace in the previous episode, waiting out our truces, but our truce with the Seljuks has expired and our truce with Egypt is only a few months away, so we're going to go to war with them as soon as that happens. For now though, we have a little bit of a revolt here to deal with, so let's go ahead and do that. We did consolidate some of our duchies in this area, so we should have some more powerful levies we can raise from over here, which just makes things a little more convenient. I think this is Antioch, actually. They own some land here, yes. Okay, that's kind of convenient that we can raise their levy over here. So let's go and deal with this. We'll get this done quickly and then get our wars declared immediately afterwards. My son is mastering the art of diplomacy. Okay. I suppose we could have waited maybe till March and then raised troops to deal with this, but we should be able to get this done before, well, not before our truce expires, but not too long afterwards. The reason being that we could have declared the wars and raised troops for that at the same time. So our Duke of Hellas over here has expired. So we have a new one. He is pretty happy with me and content, so he's likely to remain that way. Somebody is usurping something. Let's see if Bohemia is out of hiding. Still in hiding. Is he paranoid? He's not, so hopefully he'll emerge at some point. Looks like one of our vassals in here is raising troops against the revolt, maybe? My son is a charitable little rascal. He just gave his newest toy to the smith's son. That is okay by me. Okay, we have a new duke. Less happy than the other one who just came into power. Though we stand to inherit his stuff if he dies. Don't really feel like giving him that much money. I guess we'll get him up to 48 opinion. Maybe we'll appoint him as a commander as well. Yeah, looks like he's pretty far down the list in terms of military ability, so we'll just appoint somebody better who is also at a slightly lower opinion. Maybe we won't even need to deal with this ourselves. Well, they probably won't have destroyed the army, so maybe we'll help to chase it down, if that's even necessary. We're actually not going to catch them, unfortunately. Let's try going over here. Our son asks why we let off the peasant accused from poaching. And unfortunately he's already kind and just, so we're not going to gain anything out of this. But he is going to be of age in less than a month. Became a thrifty clerk. No. It's a disaster. Why didn't he pay attention in his lessons? Well, I guess we have to arrange a marriage for him. Probably should have arranged a betrothal sooner, but not a big deal, I guess. Should be able to find somebody. Preferably a strong character. I mean, I guess I overstate things a bit when I say that was a disaster. He's still a pretty good character. 26-year-old strong character. 33. You can find somebody who is maybe a couple years younger than him that we can just betroth him to. That would be fine too. Be more likely that they haven't been married to somebody already. 12 is a little younger than I was hoping for. I don't want to have to wait 4 years. But maybe that's the best we're going to get right now. So I suppose we'll take it. Alright, so our revolt is dealt with. We can disband these troops and enforce our demands. Kill this troublemaker. And execute, there we go. And let's just check on Bohemia again. Still in hiding, alright. Well, we'll just go ahead and get our wars declared. Apologies, by the way, if you can hear some footsteps in the background. I think the people in the apartment upstairs got some new wooden floors put in or something. There was a lot of hammering and drilling going on last week, and now they're often walking around very loudly up there. So hopefully you can't hear it, or if you can, it's not extremely annoying. I think we'll probably just take this duchy here. Like 4 counties, that's pretty good. And for the Seljuks, we could take Jordan or these 2 counties. I guess we'll take Jordan. It's 3 counties. Oh, I think they're moving furniture now, that's good. Glad I can hear them do that. Okay, Jordan is probably the best there. I don't think there's anybody else in this area that we can declare war on, but if we smash their armies, maybe they'll have revolts and we'll have an opportunity to pounce on some extra land. That would be nice. And for now, though, I guess we'll raise Jerusalem and Antioch's army down here, at least. I don't think we need our full levy for these. The Seljuks are kind of fallen from grace, and Egypt have lost a lot of their land to us, so we can probably get away with a fairly small subset of our raised levies here. We'll raise yours as well. How many is this? 12k? You have only 7k. And Egypt has their troops raised already, so yeah, they have 9k. So we're going to need a bit more than this, but not too much. It's a good start. We'll get them together over here. Maybe we'll just raise boats to transport some of these more distant ones. And maybe we'll bring yours over as well. Alright, that should be enough depending on which allies get called in. Our Duchessa of the Peloponnese is trying to make the King of Croatia a tributary. Okay. Let's see. That's you. Do you have land up here? I guess you do. So it's not quite as ridiculous as I thought, but still, that's pretty funny. Okay, the betrothal is in effect. And my son is up to a formidable fighter at the age of 9, so that's pretty good. It doesn't actually help his martial score since that's kind of a separate trait now, but it does give him extra health and personal combat skill, which I guess might be useful for him. Might make him a commander, I guess. Get some tech points from Barcelona. The Barakids have been called in. Oh no, just a prince of the Barakids. So not the whole empire. He does have 12,000 troops, so certainly more powerful than the Seljuks themselves. I think we'll be okay with what we have though. We can always transport some emergency troops over if we need to. Why are we getting a war score here? I'm guessing one of our vassals is already at war with him? Be a likely explanation. Yes. Oh no. Jerusalem is in a holy war for the same duchy that we're taking. We did declare for Jerusalem, didn't we? Or sorry, for Jordan. Yeah. So there's the Jerusalemite holy war for Jordan and the Byzantine imperial reconquest of Jordan. Oh, that's annoying. So we stood to gain this land anyway. We should have declared for a different duchy. I mean, I guess I maybe should have checked for that beforehand, but I don't know. I think that being the case, we might just try to white piece this. I think we'll still have a truce with him, though. Which is very unfortunate, but maybe there's some reason to stay in this war. I guess we can kill his army. Make sure that Jerusalem wins. I guess another reason is this isn't de jure part of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, but we're not going to gain some of these holdings anyway. We might gain them, since it's our vassal. Alright, we'll stay in the war. For now. Okay, we had a granddaughter who is weak and a grandson who is not. I think we'll actually just vote over some more troops to deal with Egypt rather than splitting our existing force, since the guy got called in who had a reasonable number of troops. I forget where from. And maybe we'll raise yours. Should be enough. It looks like we might not need to even destroy his army, since they didn't actually get involved in that battle, okay. Maybe we'll stick around and do that. Our nephew, our genius nephew, needs educating. So I guess we'll see if we can get him just a useful skill of some kind so he can be on our council at some point. Stewardship, maybe. Of course, we're the most stewardy character in the realm. We do actually have a free slot for a ward, but we might want to educate somebody more important at some point. This one is occupied by another vassal of ours, okay. I guess we'll just send half the army up here. Won a little battle, okay. So they're apparently trying to siege here. I guess we'll just try to attack them. Apparently we can usurp the Kingdom of Croatia. Really? No, I didn't think we could. I don't think we can, even if he wasn't at war, because it's his primary title. Well, maybe we can if we're the same religion, actually. Did he just convert? Is that what happened? He did. Ah, okay. So maybe we will usurp that. Once he's at peace, of course. Okay, so we won that battle against Egypt. I think we can probably just ignore the remaining 400 troops. We'll head to the capital and start sieging that, maybe. No, we should probably siege our actual war goal. Let's see how this war is going. 27% in favor of the Exarch of Jerusalem. Yinal the Accursed. Oh, he's a kinslayer. And he's also infirm. I don't think him dying will end that war inconclusively, but I guess it might? I really don't think it does. Well, it looks like the Seljuks are losing their army. Which I guess is good news. And, oh, I just inherited the Despotate of Jerusalem, so let's see. I guess that must have ended their war, since the kingdom title now belongs to me. I guess we'll just re-grant it to perhaps this guy. Maybe we'll see if there's a Greek character we can grant it to. Nope, seems like everyone is Welsh around here. Or Turkmen. It was granted to him, he's fine, I guess. As a vice-royalty. He's 31, so he could be younger, but it'll be fine. Alright, well that's good news. That means we have no competition in our conquest war. And our vassal wouldn't have managed to win their holy war anyway. Did we inherit some sort of extra army down here from them? I guess we did. It's fine, we'll put it to use. Okay. This guy has been called in. Not very powerful, so pretty negligible. Have some conversions. Speaking of which, we're up to 1740 piety, so getting pretty close to being able to click the button. Our ward was caught playing around with the court musicians' instruments, making loud noises and disturbing the peace. They're rocking and rolling all over the place, one of your servants complains. What should we do with them? You approach your ward and say, We can tell him not to bother others, and he likes us. Or we can tell him the demonic rocking and rolling will lead him astray. Now we'll let him rock and roll as much as he wants. Sounds fine. We'll take the leader. The criminal brought before me was a local merchant from Constantinople who raped a number of local women. Due to his connections and wealth, he was able to intimidate most of his victims and their families into staying silent, but he made a mistake when he raped the daughter of a nobleman. Now many of his victims' families demand justice and proper compensation. Well, considering how just we are, we're definitely not going to let him go, and not just because it would anger the peasants and give us lots of revolt risk. We could... I guess we're going to either imprison him and take some of his wealth for ourselves. He could become zealous as well, which actually would be good for piety. So we'll definitely execute him publicly and distribute his possessions to the victims. We did not become zealous. That's okay, though. Alright, well, we are out of time for this episode, so we'll have to leave it here for now and continue with our wars in the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.